Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. The sleigh bells tell us that we have another holiday video, but this one's a little bit different. What I have here on the table in front of me are a lot of new and slightly new, mostly holiday releases, and a face with no makeup on it. So I thought we could get ready with each other today, and I could show you some of these new and slightly new releases, and we could talk a little bit about them. I've got some Dior eyes and face palette. I've got Tom Ford lips, Pat McGrath. I've got the new Clinique concealer. I've got a whole bunch of fun stuff, so I do hope that you stick around and we can chat and put on some new makeup together. I want to talk about the two Dior palettes, which we're going to get to as we get ready here. We have the Dior Golden Nights limited edition Black Night. The reason I went for Black Night, and this is for their holiday. The reason I went for Black Night is I have just been loving that really dark black eye, jet black eye. I just lost a eye palette, just fell out everywhere. Ew, what a mess. Anyway, I have been really loving the really dark black sooty eye, and I think you can't get any sootier than this, so we're going to try that. And then I picked up two at the Sephora sale. I picked up two of the limited edition Backstage Glow face palettes. I picked up the rose gold, which isn't here yet, but we know that's gorgeous. And I picked up this called Glitz, which I'm really loving. It's just a little golden for me and a little different. And it's got that kind of bronze and the peach, excuse me, and the glitter strobe gold and the pink gold. I think we're going to use that all over and as a bronzer and as a blush, and we're just going to glow. Speaking of glow, we're going to look at the Tom Ford lips. We got all sorts of good stuff. Let me show you some arm swatches of the eye and face palettes I'm going to be using. Look at that Dior palette, which I would hold up again for you, except it looks like they need to be super glued back in there. Ugh. But take a look at that and take a look at how dark that is. What am I going to do with that today? Because I have not practiced, so that'll be interesting. And I'm really excited about that Glitz palette. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. So we're going to have a really dark, fun eye. Hey, you know, I ordered the eye palette directly from Dior, and if you're looking to get someone a holiday gift this season, take a look at the packaging that it came in. Isn't that beautiful? That was no extra cost, and I just took a little quick picture of it for you guys to just take a look. Look at that golden packaging. It's really beautiful. So I wanted to show that to you. So let's get started. On my face, I haven't set it or anything, but I do have a teeny bit of the Shade and Illuminate foundation from Tom Ford, which is still kind of at this point an oldie but a goodie for me. And I want to try two concealers, one new and one new shade. So the first one I want to try is this Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser. This is a fairly new product for Clinique, and I had quite a few of you ask me if I could review it, and I kept saying yes, and I never got around to it. So here I am finally getting around to it. I ordered the CN, if you're like me, CN52 Neutral. I'm just so neutral lately. I used to be more yellow leaning when I was younger, but I'm so neutral now. In everything, actually. So I wanted to try this. I just picked this color offline. I did do one of those little foundation matchy thingies, and this is what it matched me with, and I kind of agree. So we're going to try that. The other one, this is an old firm favorite of mine. This is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer. I'm going to try shade 5.5. I love this concealer. It's really thin and just kind of, I don't feel it ever cakes up, but I've always felt when colors are a little light, so we're going to try 5.5. Let's do one under each eye maybe and take a look and see what you guys think. So here's the Clinique. I have heard great things about this concealer. It comes with a little doe foot applicator. Let me know below if you've tried this Even Better concealer. I am not usually a big Clinique fan. Oh, that's a good match. I dotted it under my eyes. What do you think? It says all over, so let's put it literally all over. I'm finding some blemishes and things, and let's see what we think on this side of the face, and then we'll try the other color that I got of the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric and see what we think. Okay, so this side of my face, oh, that's a pretty good match, huh? So this side of my face is that new 52 Neutral in the Chanel concealer. That's a good concealer, you guys. How do I know? I've only used it once. Trust me, no concealer. That is a nice, okay, this is gonna be a new favorite. This is a winner. Try this. Try the online shade matches like at Foundation and stuff, and try this out, guys, especially if you like kind of a very pliable, not cakey. This is very much like the Giorgio Armani that I love, to be honest, and very unlike the Pat McGrath concealer. I don't know if you guys like that one. To me, you have to use it very sparingly because it can go kind of thick. All right, here is the 5.5. I usually wear the 5, and it feels oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm going to show you both sides, and maybe you can help me. So I'm going to put it all over here because I'm all blemishy, as usual. And let's see which one we like. I love the feel of the Power Fabric concealer. They're actually quite similar. This feels like it's a tad bit thinner. And, okay, what do you think? I mean, maybe, is this color? Okay, so take a look for me if you would, princesses. So here I have my favorite Giorgio Armani, but in a slightly darker shade than I've been using. And here is, I can tell you, a new firm favorite. This is the Clinique side. Weigh in on that for me if you would. Very little difference, I suppose. Well, we'll see. Okay, so let's get to the fun stuff. Let's do the eyes. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this palette. And as I said, I would hold it up for you again, but I'm losing bits of it. This is going to be scary because I'm trying to find what I would use as a base. And I don't know if this is something that maybe, let's go in, I'm holding this carefully with this bottom shade here. Dear, oh my goodness. Okay. I'm looking for kind of a base. I guess you would have to use this with another palette. This is the blue. They're all come off kind of black. Did you see in my swatches? Let me show you the swatches again. Look at even the last swatch to the right. That's the kind of maroon shade, and even it is black. But I mean, this is called Black Night. It's not like it's a surprise. Okay. I'm just, at this point, I'm just procrastinating. Oh, I kind of like that. You know, this reminds me a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury the Super Nudes palette, where it, a lot of people said it wasn't pigmented enough, but I felt it was really nice because you could kind of build it up. This is just kind of a gray. By the way, in case you're wondering why you're seeing Dior on my channel for the first time, this is a request for many, many, many subscribers. Everybody says to me, honestly, if I had a dime for every one of you that said, why do you never review Dior? And the reason for that was that Dior used to use a different formula, and I really didn't like it. It wasn't just me. That's a very common feeling. I really didn't like it. And so I just stopped buying Dior, and I know they've redone the formula, as I can tell now that I'm using it on these quints. And I'm liking it. So I guess I'll be back to Dior now. Another rabbit hole to go down and spend money on. So this was this kind of gentle color right here in the corner. There's not really such thing as gentle in this. Okay, let's just go with this middle shade, which is kind of a maroon, but it's also kind of black. So it's a little bit more maroon on the eyes. I'm going to have to put that silver in there because I just put this kind of maroonish black color in the middle, and that's probably a no-no. Whoa! We're going dark here. I don't care. I'm kind of loving this lately, this sooty eye. I'll have to link it below. I did a video on the new Scott Barnes Glamazon palette, and for it I did a really matte 90s dark sooty grungy eye, and I kind of loved it. So that's why I bought this palette from Dior.com, because I thought, ooh, that's kind of sooty and nice. I can't tell that that's a maroon. What do you think? I'm certainly thinking this is an interesting palette. There's not a lot of variety. I haven't seen other reviews. Do the other reviewers say that as well? Not a lot of variety here. Let's get a little bit underneath. I like it though. I mean, if you want to go dramatic. So I'm going to put the red black. It's all black. I'm going to put the red. I am enjoying the formula though. So thank you guys for telling me I should revisit Dior. Actually, I mean, for a nighttime palette, this is really pretty, and I'm going to go for it and put on black liner and everything. Okay, but let's get some of this silver on, because it's very foil-like, and I just kind of want it in the middle, and just to lighten up that edge a little bit there. Well, that really helps, doesn't it? This is a dark eye, though. And it is this is a limited edition. Obviously a little kind of a collector's edition. This is actually really pretty, though. I'm not sorry I got this. I will say this, though. It's It's, you know, 5 shades, but 4 of them are the same. But I do like the formula, so I'm not sorry I got it. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to put on some mascara and liner. You don't need to be seeing me do that. That's boring. Then we're going to do the face palette. And I've got some other kind of cool things here, too, to play with. Stay right there. Okay, I'm back. Does it look like I stuck my face into the chimney flue? Good! That's what I'm aiming for. I'm kind of liking this kind of sooty eye lately. And you know what I did? I took Wayne Goss's Obsidian eyeliner. I'll link all this below so you can shop and find it all more easily. I grew up always thinking you should never put dark liner below, that it closes the eye. I mean, you know, as a general rule of thumb, that's true. But lately, I've been really into it. I used to just always do that really kind of light eye-opening color on the waterline down below. But lately, I've been just going black. So I'm liking that sooty look. Let's play with this face palette. As I said, I have the rose gold on the way that was sold out for a while at the Sephora sale, but I do have it on the way. But I really want to play with this Glitz palette. I think it's really pretty. And I kind of just want to use it all at once, but I just want to go, I just love this kind of peachy color. Let me show you the swatches again on the skin really quickly, just so you can see that. And I just want to go in with this really kind of peachy shade on the cheeks. This is slightly dangerous because it's so glowy that it's going to show lots of texture. And sometimes it shows texture where you didn't even know you had it. It finds it, right? But I just kind of want to be really glowy, and I'm just going in with the same brush. I want to be bronze glowy. I mean, why not, right? And now I'm just going to go over the whole thing and just kind of do like a little gold highlighter with it down the nose. I mean, it definitely, this is going to show, like I said, wow, I have texture on my cheeks. I didn't even know that. So yeah, I mean, it's not always going to be the most flattering, but what do you think? It's just kind of fun. It's definitely glowy, and I'm looking forward to the rose glow arriving, which maybe, do you think it would have been better with my smoky eye here? Is this smoky or is this smoked? Charred. With my charred eye? Okay, lips. A few things I want to do with lips. So this is the Mcgrath Lip Pot, and I got it in this kind of, I guess it's called Rose Fantasy. I did try this once, and I found it a tad bit drying. Here it is. I don't think a swatch will really show you the color, but we'll give it a try. It's a balm, but I didn't find it to be balmy on the lips, and it's kind of nice with something over it, but the color is pretty. Check this out. We're going to put this Tom Ford over it, but I wanted to use it just as kind of a pinky base. See, it's kind of a really pretty, almost nude color. And then over the top of it, did you guys pick this up? Because it's a really nice product. It's the Tom Ford Soleil Balm Frost. Let me show it to you. It's gorgeous. Let me just show it to you in the bullet. It's got all the sparkles all over it. It won't swatch. It's just kind of a sparkly lip balm. But on its own, it ends up sometimes looking a little bit too pale and deathly on me. Sparkly deathly, but deathly nonetheless. And it's just kind of a nice one to throw in your bag. And I just want you to see that. It's just really comfy. And I don't like the feel of this Pat McGrath balm on its own, but I like the color. So I thought it would look kind of good under that, especially with this overdone eye. I also wanted to show you guys some new cool products I got from a company in Beverly Hills called Cirem. They're a clean beauty company, and they sent me the most beautiful little gift package. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Cirem. They sent me a few things, and I wrote it down so I wouldn't mess it up, because they sent me things from their Garden of Flowers, Jardin de Fleurs, and they sent me their Rosen Lavender Eye Cream, which smells... This doesn't have a scent. It's very botanical. So, I mean, it does have a scent, but it's a very kind of botanical rose garden smell. And I've been using it under my eyes at night and in the morning, and it is so, you can see I've been in there a lot, that it's so cooling and gentle. I really am enjoying it, and it feels really hydrating, and I haven't had any bumps or issues because my under eyes are sensitive. So this is beautiful. They sent me a 3-in-1 sheet mask that I already have tried and love, and today we are going to use their Rose Dior Hydrating Face Mist. Now, there's a lot of face mist on the market. This particular run from Cirem, you can use over makeup or to refresh makeup through the day. I'm going to tell you how I use these face mists because it might be different. You're supposed to hold it away and spray. My issue with that, no matter how fine the spray, I always find that uncomfortable. If you've seen videos where I use facial sprays, I am always kind of cutting a face, as our grandmothers would say. I don't like the feeling of it. So my new way of doing it is to spray it first. And this actually is a bit of a heavy spray. Look at that. It's a heavy spray. So I'm going to here onto a little bit of a puff here. And then I'd like to just kind of go in and dab it on like that. And I think it just really gives a pretty glowing look. And this formula is by Cirem is extremely cooling. And I'll have their info below if you're interested in a new independent brand out of California here. And it's just like right now, this is the most cooling spray that I have found on the market. So this isn't a setting spray, it's just kind of a hydrating mist. And I feel right now like it just feels like the air conditioner went on my face in a good way. It's just a really nice cooling, and it kind of, I feel, tones down a little bit of that Dior glow that I went overboard with and just kind of makes everything kind of a tamer, prettier, softer look. So it's a real win for me for this new company. I'm looking forward to seeing hopefully more products by them. They have quite a few out on their website, but I like to support local. I live in Los Angeles and this is a Beverly Hills company, and it really is quite beautiful. So I'll put their information so you can check them out. Big thank you to them for sending that over. Let me know what else you guys picked up at the Sephora sale and what you think of my crazy glowing sooty look today. I just wanted to try a whole bunch of stuff. I'm glad I tried the Dior. I don't know about this eye palette. I think it's beautiful, but it looks like kind of all the same shades. It's a black and silver palette, but it's an interesting one, and I'm glad you guys got me using them again. I'll tell you what I think of the rose gold face palette when that gets here, which should be in a day or so. Tell me what you guys picked up. Tell me what you think. Comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, the biggest compliment that you can give me is your subscription. So I would appreciate that very, very much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.